Zoe, and this is my restaurant.
Got the pig in the water, water in the pot, getting what you want, Zoe's Restaurant.
Today on Zoe's Restaurant, we will be making sourdough bread. Sourdough bread only has 4 ingredients: flour, water, yeast, and salt. The first step is to measure out 375 grams of bread flour. Now we'll add an additional 50 grams of whole wheat flour. That's until it gets to 425. Next we'll add 220 grams of hot tap water. Now we'll add 150 grams of wild yeast starter. That's 3 big spoonfuls. At this point, we'll stir it all together and let it sit for a half hour. Let's give that a little stir. And now you should have a shaggy dough ball. The reason for letting it sit is so that the flour fully hydrates. Cover it with a damp towel while it rests. Now that the dough has rested for a half hour, we will add 9 grams of salt with a few drops of water to help it incorporate. Now with wet hands, work the salt through the dough. Now that the salt is fully incorporated into the dough, let it rest for another half hour. I think I dried my hands off with this towel. Continue to fold and stretch the dough 4 or 5 times every half hour for 2 hours. After repeating the stretch and fold process, it's time to form your final dough ball. Generously flour a bowl with rice flour. Form your dough ball and place in the bowl with the seamed side up. Use the rice flour to flour all around the dough ball to prevent it from sticking. Put your dough ball in a plastic bag and place it in the fridge overnight. The dough has been proofing overnight. Now it's time to bake. We've put a Dutch oven in the cold oven and we'll preheat it to 500 degrees. Start it. I like to crinkle up parchment paper to more easily fit the form of a bowl. The oven is now preheated and we're ready to bake. Place the parchment paper on top of your bread. Flip your dough into a bowl so the seam side is down. Lightly score the top of the dough ball. Using the parchment to lift the dough, place it in the Dutch oven for 25 minutes. Reduce the temperature to 450 degrees. After 25 minutes, remove the lid and put it back in the oven for another 35 minutes. We've pulled the bread from the oven and now it needs to cool completely, minimum 1 hour. And there you have it, folks! What a delicious way to end the day! Bye-bye! Thanks for joining us. Bye!
Got the pig in the water, water in the pot. Getting what you want, Zoe's restaurant.